Hello YouTube and hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is the first video that I'm uploading in my channel. In this video I'm going to explain how to repair the power supply by yourself if it's a minor issue. Now this is the power supply which I have been using from past 2 years. Now from last 2-3 months it's like giving some issues, like it's switching on for 1 or 2 seconds and then it's going off. I suspect there must be some issues with the capacitors in it which are leaking the current. So let's open it and check it out what the issue exactly is. So here I am opening the 4 screws on the top of the power supply. So guys, this is how it got opened. Now this is the connector which is connected to a board, fan connector. You have to remove this in order to open it properly. Okay. So guys, I can see one capacitor here which has got bulged. Maybe you can see it. Okay, so probably this should be the cause why the power supply is not switching on properly. Let's try replacing this capacitor with a new one. So guys, in order to remove these capacitors, I have to remove the whole board from the casing. God, there's a lot of dust in this. I should get it cleaned. I should blow away all the dust in it. So first let me take it out this way. Oh God, this is the thing. Okay, gosh. Okay guys, I will just get it cleaned and then we'll see further. We'll remove out the capacitor which has to be replaced. So guys, I have blown all the dust from it. In order to access this board properly, I need to desolder the two wires, which is the line and the neutral. I have to desolder it so that I can easily remove the capacitor. Okay guys, now I can easily access the board, and now I can remove the capacitor which I am looking for. So guys, in order to remove this capacitor freely, I had to cut all the zip ties which were tied to these cables here, so that I can easily access my fingers in this gap and remove the capacitor. Now this capacitor terminals are exactly in these two locations. Let me just zoom and show it to you. So exactly these are the two locations where the capacitors terminals are. So I have to desolder it. So first what I will do is I will apply little flux so that it will melt easily. So here it is. Capacitor has partially come out. That's it guys, the capacitor has come out. So this is a capacitor which has like bulged. So this capacitor has a value of 16 volts 2200 microfarads. So this is a 16 volt 2200 microfarad capacitor. So I have to, in order to make it work, I have to replace the capacitor with the same value. Okay friends, now I have got the capacitors of the same value, but the thing is that sizes are different, but I hope they will still work. Now before this, soldering it to the motherboard, you have to be very careful with the polarity of these capacitors, because these are electrolytic capacitors and they will be having both positive and negative terminals, and you have to check onto the motherboard where you have to insert the positive and negative terminals. So this side of the capacitor where these lines are mentioned, these are the negative terminal of a capacitor. So on the motherboard you have to look at the negative terminal of the capacitor and you have to solder it. So friends, now the terminals are little bit longer. What we will do is we will insert the capacitors first, and then later after soldering it properly we will cut it off, because as there is no much room for me to access properly, so it will be better if I keep these terminals long so that I can insert these terminals through the holes properly. So here it is. Okay. Okay guys, impacts that I can get. Now after connecting this, we'll cut off the cutter. Okay friends, nice. Okay, now the capacitor has been replaced, but still I doubt there may be some more issues which might appear, but still I'm hoping it will work. So let's check out by fixing it into the casing, and we'll check it out whether it's working properly or not. Okay friends, now first I have to resolder these line and neutral wires into the motherboard again. So this is the neutral wire, the blue one, and this is the line. So we'll solder them first. To be careful. Why would they give so much short wires? Circus. Don't think I'll remove that whole flux into. So the line and neutral will be mentioned onto the board here. So according to it, you can insert there and you can solder it. So this is where the terminal is. Okay guys, line has been done, and one more neutral. guys, now this thing has been soldered here. So the next step is we will insert this whole board into the casing. This way. Okay guys, finally the board has been placed into the casing and we'll fit the screws. Okay guys, now I have fixed the board into the casing. Now the next step what you have to do is, let's check whether the power supply is getting on or not. So for that I have to connect the power cable for it. Cable. Okay guys, so this is the power cable. So in this 24-pin ATX connector, I have to short the ground and the green color wire in it. So by this way I will get to know whether the let me connect the fan so that I can understand if it's getting on. That's it guys, it has started properly working now. As you can see, the fans are running, but the doubt still what I have is whether it will work or not when I connect it to the motherboard. Now as I can get to know that it's working now without power failure. You have to check it further whether it's working perfectly or motherboard or not. So the next step what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test this power supply of this motherboard. It's an old motherboard which I was having for a long time, and I didn't use it, and I don't have a processor fan also for this. So it's working. So I just needed to I just want to like check it using this motherboard whether the power supply is properly owning or not. So this is a 24 pin ATX, and the one is the 4 pin processor connector, 12 volts connector. That's it. Okay guys, now we'll check it whether it's working or not. So just need to short the power pins onto the motherboard. Yes guys, now it's working properly, in the sense the power is properly coming to the motherboard. The power supply is on now. That's it guys. Now I just need to close this casing. The reason why I'm doing video is because if you're good at electronics and if you have knowledge how the components work in electronic systems, then these things you can fix it by yourself. Okay, see, by doing this by myself I'm like saving around 700 to 1000 bucks. If you go to a technician with the same issue, he would like easily like charge you 700 to 1000 bucks for fixing. And this is a branded one like Coolermaster. They will like give you a reason that, oh, this is Coolermaster thing, the components will be, you know, costly, and by saying such reasons, you know, they will like easily like charge you 700 to 1000 bucks. So by doing this by myself, by just, you know, testing which components have been gone wrong, I have like saved 1000 rupees for myself, around 1000 rupees for myself. So that's it guys. This was all about, you know, fixing this power supply in this video. Please do subscribe for more such, you know, interesting DIYs in future. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.